Okay, everybody. This is Mark. My name is Mark. I know I don't have a Christ 169 attitude or goofy attitude. It's very real stuff here, folks. Suicide. Who does it hurt? That can name so many things. What is suicide? The definition of suicide is to terminate oneself, to end prolonged suffering, to stop going through pain. That right there, folks, is the definition of what suicide is. And I think the biggest thing is, suicide itself is very dangerous to you. I just feel like killing myself one day. That's very dangerous. We all have had somebody who died from suicide. It doesn't matter, friend, relative, person you knew since elementary school, whatever. And think about it. Since April and August 4th, a couple days ago, about less than 5 days ago, a young lady named Daisy Coleman, who was a graphic artist, was a tattoo artist, didn't, I guess, report to work, or her mother called, or whatever, didn't respond. So she called the police to do a welfare check on her daughter, and she was found hung or shot or whatever, something, which took her own life. And when I read about this when I was at lunch, it made me think about it, or I read about when I was eating breakfast and coming to work. The 4th or 5th, made me kind of wonder. I know, I'm in a name somewhere. A name sounds familiar. So I clicked on the name, I typed it into Google, and it brought up, Daisy and Audrey. I'm like, that's what it's from. If you don't know who Daisy and Audrey were, Audrey was a woman who killed herself in 2012. She was sexually assaulted, raped when she was drunk at a house party. Brought upstairs, passed out in an incoherent state. Not consenting to anything, obviously. She was 14, 13, 15 years old. Boys are 16 years old. She had, development chest or whatever. She's 7th, 8th grade. She had a chest on her boobs, you want to call them. Of course, boys wanted to see it. She said, she's very conscious of her body, obviously. Most girls are at the time, because most girls like attention, but some people kind of shun from it because I knew girls like that kind of, I'm not in high school, in middle school, had that kind of development. They develop early. They're early bloomers. They're late bloomers. I knew a girl in high school who was 16 years old. Summer vacation came after 17 years old. She, it weren't fake. They just, bloomed late. So, it's understandable. And the amount of boys and even girls who like girls staring at you constantly, or chest constantly, kind of rubs you the wrong way. No pun intended in this video. That's why I'm not goofing off having my Christ 169 attitude. This is very, very important. These two young ladies, one died 15, one took her life recently, 23. These ladies had an innocence taken away from them. Some people say, well, she should go on the party anyway. Maybe true. But then again, how many people go out to a bar and get shot? Once you tell it to the family of Pulse nightclub victims who were killed by some terrorists, I don't care anybody says terrorists, that killed homosexuals and lesbians. Once you go knock on their doors and tell them, hey, your homosexual son or your daughter shouldn't have gone there and got shot. Very sometimes too cold is too cold. Sometimes you gotta be a little more less cold, a little more lukewarm, or in the middle. You know, you don't gotta be too cold or too hot on fire. You gotta be right in the middle sometimes. I understand people, but yet, you know, your beliefs might be different, but you know, you have to just bend a little sometimes. You know, you have to say things that you might not want to say. You know, don't say them out loud and you know, lie to them or anything. But you have compassion for once in a while in their lives, because you know, it could be your son or your brother or sister dead in the club because oh well, he's one drink killed a bunch of straight people. You know, I'm not saying what happened, but you know, things happen there, right? So people say, well, you know, these two girls they got with this drug and they shouldn't have gone to parties. I've been to parties before. I've never seen girls drag up to the top of the, you know, the room and molested or raped. No, because I would have stopped it. I would have said something, called police something. Because me personally, I'm a man. I'm a man, a human being. Now I may come off as a callous person. I do have a heart that beats blood. And two mothers lost daughters, two fathers lost daughters, and a brother lost a sister. Of course, Daisy's brother died when he was 19, so she didn't have a backing behind her. But who says it hurt? It hurts everybody that loves this individual or these individuals. That right there, I believe in heaven and hell. I believe in Jesus Christ tremendously. I don't care what anybody says. I'm an atheist. Don't believe me. I don't care what your opinion is. You have no opinion. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, turn me off and go away. Go away. You know, go to your little world and go think. And, you know, go in your little room and you go think, ain't go deal with spit in the floor. And spin around 3 times and say God is doing this. It makes you feel better. Follow me to do that. But you know, you come in my world. You're in my world now. God exists. And I'm very, very adamant about that. I believe Daisy and Audrey are in hell. I say that not in a callous way, not in a rude way or judging way, but in how the Bible is announced. We're all killing ourselves. We're all destroying our body. I'm a big fat guy. I used to weigh 400 pounds. Huge mountain of a man. I'm still a big guy, 300 pounds. 300 pounds. You know, am I killing myself? The Bible says, you know, don't alter or destroy if you're created in my image. I'm destroying the altar of God created as you are. Smoking and drinking and shooting up. Would you also run to a church? Probably. But then again, even Christians kill themselves. About a year ago, a Christian in the old church I used to go to killed himself with battling depression. Now, I didn't know the man or the individual, but it just makes the point that we don't know what people are going on in here or up here. The things we say, you know, turn the devices in our heads. A moment of notice, they fire a bolt in their mouth, pop pills in their mouth, hang themselves. Yes, when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, where freedom of expression means telling me that you're a piece of garbage and laughing about it. And I laugh about it too myself. If you're calling me dumb, I laugh in their face. You know, we laugh for the time. I laugh. I don't care what they think. Haven't then, don't now. Yeah, I've thought suicide before. Everybody has. I know what they are. You know, a demonic attack. I understand that. That's how I fight it. Audrey and Daisy, they didn't have that backing. Were they churchgoers or not? Who knows? I'm not saying that going to church may make you any better, because you can go to church and make you no better than going to a gym that you healthier. Sometimes you have to do more than just walk in there, sit down, hold the holy, and get up and walk out. You have to read the Bible. It's like going to a gym. I go to a gym every day. But if I don't exercise and do weight, so I'm not going to lose any weight. Same as going to church. If I don't go to a church and read about the Son of God in the Bible, I'm in on my off times. I'm not going to learn anything at church because it's only 1 day, 2 days a week and I go. This is the exact same principle. Exact same principle there. You go to a gym, lose weight, only walk around for an hour. Not helping you. So why you think I'm going to go to church and make you saved? You don't read the Bible outside or do anything with the church. Understand more about it. Exact same principle. Suicide destroys everything and everyone around us. It's a disease, but also a demonic attack. When the church understands that and gets a hold of that, then you see power change. And when the medical people stop playing around with it and just pumping pills down kids' throats and notice that it could be a spiritual attack, but as well as a mental deficiency, things happen. When you put God and science together, things happen. Because God created science and God is science. He created the world without even thinking about it. So he gives all free will that we want. And at the end of the day, it's still your choice. Audrey and Daisy's choice. And Tyler Long and Tom Smitty and all the rest of them. They took their own lives, different reasons. But I'm focusing on these two because these two had it rough. They were harassed mercilessly. Never given a timeout. Never given a a treaty sign to stop the harassment. Just kept going and going until they died. And still going. I guarantee you they'll laugh about today. I guarantee you. Because people are just cruel like that. People have no lives. We're so enamored to make other people feel miserable that we run around and literally joke about this stuff. And it bothers me. Because we all know people who kill themselves. Daisy talked about, a couple hundred times after it happened. Daisy talked about it. And that that documentary on Netflix, you need to watch it. You can tell in her eyes she's still struggling. I can see it in her eyes. No, she's dead now, but I'm telling you, man, suicide is dangerous, soul-wise and also family-wise. It destroys families because it makes families resent each other that they didn't help this person enough. And they did everything except locking them up in the psycho ward to keep them on this planet. Yeah, I listen to a lot of weird music. I play a lot of weird games. I listen to a lot of violent music. I listen to a lot of I play a lot of violent games. But I'm also a well-rounded individual, more ways than one. I'm also a very balanced individual. I do have balancing problems, but I don't run around and do things. Like I said, I've been to parties. I've done things like that. I didn't go up there and take pictures of some girl. I guarantee my ass getting beat. Because if I was the father or the brother of that person, I'll fall off a baseball bat with nails in. I'll be swinging with fences. People run for their lives because I'm beating people down with it. So that's me. That's my bulldog mentality, is to be a guard dog. My older sister, I'm the same way. My family screwed up. It is. But we come together, when people come into our world and attack one of us, our little thing, we pounce. If this is what we do, we protect our own. When my sisters had issues with this kind of bipolar disorder stuff, we all joined together and formed a unit. So I understand people going through it. Sister, I'm not saying which one. Not important. But suicide is a tremendous ordeal. It is out there, folks. It does kill. It's cancer. It kills people. It's not when, not if or when. I pray that no one has to deal with this stuff. My family member does really good. First take medication, understands it. Better life now. Audrey and Daisy had the same problem. I got friends at work who have bouts of depression, take medication every day. Now you got bouts of depression. It's a battle we all fight. We face because we have to. Alternatives being in the ground. And I wish Audrey and Daisy heard this message. Realize, sometimes there's worse things that happen to me than that. I guarantee you, let's just say, argument's sake, let's just say they're in hell right now. Just say right now, they're burning in hell right now. Fire, brimstone, demons ripping them apart, screaming. I guarantee you, no matter what pain they face on the earth, they would be here in hell. Anything in hell, they might commit suicide or not. I'm not telling you guys it's scary. I'm telling you to understand that the worst things than having depression. And sexual assault to me needs to be addressed more. And when Audrey killed herself, it made it hard. People got off with a slap on the wrist. Okay, anybody says. Those punk off, she hung herself where she did. I don't know what she did. They just did this. Pushed aside. She'd be brown, doesn't matter. You can't get her testimony, not a seance. And that's sad, because it's not funny, it's being very, very serious. If you or somebody you know has been sexually assaulted, don't give in to suicide. I know it's hard, but you gotta face your accusers. Now you put those bastards behind bars for life. Then you start the healing process. Because I have friends who've been molested, men and women. They tell me it's a day-to-day battle. Every day they wake up wondering, you know what? All of them try to turn life around. All of them turn life around. One got married at 4 years old and has 2 children. He's been molested by his person. Family member for a long time when he was younger. And he understands now. I understand more now. We talked about it privately about it. And it made me wake up and realize that sometimes there's more things to worry about than just video games and movies. He's a very strong person. He has a wife now and a kid and 2 kids now. He's living a good life. You know what? It's good for him and the rest of us who survive. But the Audreys and Daisies of the world didn't survive. They didn't survive because they didn't have enough backing. People kept nipping at them every chance they got until they just gave up and hung themselves or whatever it was they did. And it's sad. It's sad that the world once again is trying to compare these two to Amanda Todd, and really, I don't think that's a good thing to do. Amanda Todd was a whole different story. Yeah, she flashed herself, and she shouldn't have done that, but, pervert on jail for the rest of his life, or was dead, or whatever, I don't know. Well, like I said, I don't wish anybody doing anything to anybody. I'm not saying we're going to kill people, pedophiles, or people don't do that at all. If you go to jail, if you go to the chair, or you mean jail for the rest of your life. What I'm saying is, though, you have people who've been molested and not, or if you have been, go to the authorities. If these bastards locked up, Audrey didn't do that. She couldn't deal with harassment, constant harassment, including Daisy too. Constantly, and people just wouldn't leave them alone. It's like constant wheel, just harassment. Till one day, both of them, different times, a decade apart from each other, practically almost, decided, you know what, enough's enough. And they should have been alive a lot longer. And they weren't. To me, that's the biggest tragedy of all tragedies. That people got these people won. Not only that, their souls are burning and they're probably in torment and screaming and wish they can get out of there. They can't. Once again, I say, well, I don't believe in hell, Mark. I don't care what you don't believe in. It doesn't know it's relevant. My video, like it. Don't watch it. Simple as that. But that's what I believe, folks. I believe there is reason for a lot of things out there. But suicide's not a reason for me to go up and do anything. I think suicide is very dangerous. You can joke about it, it's dangerous. I think if Audrey and Daisy had the backing they should have had, they'd probably be alive today. If people just grew up and realized, you know what, could be my daughter, my brother, my sister going through this. Why am I just pouring gasoline on this fire? It's like you get a fire hose and pouring gasoline with it all over everything and lighting on fire. And they wonder why they killed themselves. What do you expect? You know, people gotta wake up to the realization, that, we're not all cyborgs. Not everybody is a cyborg organism. We're not machines. We're human beings, damn it. And once we lose that, what else is there? Once we lose that we could love one another as Jesus loved all of us. Once we lose that, what's the point of being a humanity when we can't just let things go? That bothers me a lot, folks. I think, oh, big fat guy, you know what? It bothers me. People don't leave stuff alone. Keep poking and poking until one day, oh, well, I didn't know they're going to do that. They tried 50 other times to kill themselves. All of a sudden now you just realize they know. See, people make excuses. These people harassing Daisy and all this should be brought in charge of super harassment. And how their life turn upside down and thrown away. They probably won't. What's freedom of speech? Person's buried in the ground now. How that freedom of speech? They can't hear them. They'll use it. They'll wave that flag to go freedom of speech. That's sick. Like I said, folks, if you or anybody else have suicidal thoughts or have gone through this stuff, please seek help. You find a pastor in your church, find somebody you trust, a family or a friend. Talk about it. Open. Get the emotions out of you. So what happens if you're by yourself, alone? You will die. You will be destroyed. Demons will destroy you because they don't care. Drugs ain't always going to help, but drugs and medication may help. It's chemical imbalance in the brain. But sexual assault and being molested is two different roads there to take, but they all lead to the end, death, if you don't take care of it. And once again, my condolences to Audrey and to Daisy Coleman family for the losses. I hope we can just help people out there who are suffering and dealing with depression and stuff. And understanding, there's a way out without checking out. There's a way out without checking out. It's find a hobby, find something to do. Play video games, read poetry, read the Bible, go to church. Crazy grandma will tell me when crazy grandma is going to go to church tomorrow. And you go to church later on tomorrow. And you might find that person she talks about every day, Jesus, and that might help you out. A lot more than you think. Hey, I was saying what I do myself. My grandmother, no, it's not my brother and sister, it's my mother. Who always tell me about God and stuff. I'm like, ain't bad at all. Jesus will save you if you love him. But you gotta fight too as well. It's a fight for survival. Suicide is worth the fight for survival. It's not a game, folks. It's a freedom. This is not for life. It's for eternity. Once you check out, it's heaven or hell. That's it. And where's your soul heading? I pray, Lord, that you bless everybody watching this video. I pray, Lord, that everybody watching this video will have some openness to discuss with their families if they or somebody they know are suffering from mental illness or been molested or sexually harassed, assaulted. I pray, Lord, that bless the individuals who are courage enough to confront their accused and their attackers and bring those people to justice. Once again, I pray for the Daisy and all their family and the friends and even the people who did it to them, because they need to have help too. Because things happen to them. If there's anything coming out, we get mad and tired of it, they come out. with his riots going on, still going on. You know what? I'm not saying anything, but things hit the fan real quick around here. Once again, guys, be safe, be loved, peace out. I'm not gonna say anything about subscribing because it's not a video for that. But you guys know my stuff, my spiel, my gamer tag. So if you want to talk about stuff, send me a message. I'll talk about it next box, but send me a message. We'll talk about all you want about stuff. Okay, see you guys later. Peace out. Peace.